I'm from Students for a Free Tibet, Toronto. Today, on March 10th, we are reminded of the day in 1959 when Tibetans in Lhasa rose to the streets and rose up against Chinese occupation. Knowing the risks, knowing the consequences, but refusing to ever be silenced. We are reminded that even more than 66 years that the fight still isn't over. For over 6 decades, China has tried to erase Tibet. They have stolen our land, rewritten our history, and attacked our very identity. They steal Tibetan children from their families and force them into colonial boarding schools designed to strip them of their language and of their culture. They demolish monasteries, imprison monks and nuns under the guise of progress and modernization. They criminalize the simple act of speaking Tibetan inside of Tibet. And yet, Tibetans inside of Tibet and in exile refuse to be erased. But Tibet is not just a Tibetan issue. This is a global issue. The same China that colonized Tibet is the same China surveilling and suppressing its own citizens, disappearing activists, torturing Uyghurs, and threatening Taiwan, expanding its authoritarian reach worldwide. To fight for Tibet is to fight for a world that does not bow down to dictatorship. A world where justice triumphs over tyranny. Right now, as I speak, Tibetans in Tibet are fighting alone. They are burning their bodies on fire. They are risking their lives just to speak Tibetan, just to teach Tibetan, just to pray in their own monasteries, just to exist as Tibetans. For over 60 years, China has tried to erase Tibet. But they have failed because Tibetans are still here. Because despite of everything, we still speak our language, we still practice our faith, we still preserve our culture, and we still resist their rule. And we will continue to resist their rule until the day Tibet is free. They can imprison our leaders, but they cannot imprison an entire people's dream. They can destroy our monasteries, but they can never destroy our faith. They can rewrite our history, but they can never erase the truth. Tibet was free before, and Tibet will be free again. This is not some dream in the distant future. It is our destiny. Pegelo!